the Kiwis on Friday evening. Emma.
Thanks. Most British people know that Wellington beat Napoleon at Waterloo, but the Battle of Minden in northern Germany probably means very little, even though the British Army regards it as one of its finest victories. It was fought 250 years ago and ended with British, Hanoverian and Prussian soldiers crushing a much larger French force. One British general certainly believes that the Battle of Minden deserves greater recognition.
In 1759, Europe's big powers, including Britain, were fighting what became the 7 Years' War. The turning point, 2.5 centuries ago this year, was the Battle of Minden. Here the British, with their Hanoverian and Prussian allies, defeated the French and changed the course of history. But it's a battle that one general says too few people in Britain know about.
I think it's significant to say as much would there have been a British Empire. Had we lost the 7 Years' War, had we not beaten the French as an Allied victory at Minden, then we would have probably not won in Canada and in India.
I will rock you like a child.
Germans don't celebrate many battles, but Minden is an exception. This 250th anniversary year has featured special events, including many involving the British Army. But the crowd-pleasing festivities can make it easy to forget that the Battle of Minden was a bloodbath. 14,000 died, 1 in 6 soldiers on the battlefield. Among the fatally wounded was an ancestor of Lieutenant Colonel Alex Wilson, Thomas Wilson, whose wife was also with him.
She got a letter from the British general allowing her to go and search the battlefield for his body. We presume that she found him and he was taken to a local military hospital, but in those days the surgery was unlikely to do, well, it's probably likely to do as much harm as good. He then died and she had 2 infants in arms really with her. And so we know quite a lot about that.
Today, former Minden foes are friends. On an amphibious vehicle bridging the River Weser, British, German and French officials symbolically shake hands. But why is a battle that supposedly led to a British Empire barely known in Britain itself?
I'm not a historian, I'm sure Simon Sharma and some other people would probably know a lot more about it, but there's absolutely no doubt about it that what the British soldiers did on that day was fantastic. It's linked so much to the bravery that we see in Helmand every day at the moment, which I think is fantastic.
Rob Olver, BFBS reports, Minden.
Time now for tonight's Forces weather forecast with Alex Deakin.
Thanks very much, Emma. More wet weather to come across